Hi, this is Wade Mitchell, and today I'll be going over open source firewalls with Patty Jones. And we both have different operating systems, so I thought it'd be interesting to show you one for Windows, and then Patty's going to take over and show you what she found for Mac. So for mine, I really like this tiny wall for Windows program I found. I like it because it runs right alongside Windows. I don't have to close that one out, and it just is a good supplement for it. It's really lightweight. It doesn't give me a lot of annoying pop-ups like most firewalls do. When I first installed it, it totally shut down the Hangout that Patty and I were on together. So I know it works really well. And I was able to get here into the systems tray. It's really easily accessible, and I was able to quickly get on and change the mode to disable the firewall. So I was able to get back on the Hangouts and then adjust the firewall from there. I also like that it prevents malicious programs from modifying the settings of Windows Firewall. I can come in here and manage it, and everything's password protected, so if they want to change any of the settings, they're going to have to know my password. I thought that was a great feature. Whoops. And it also gives me multiple easy ways to whitelist a program. So again, I'll come back in here, and it gives me these options to whitelist by executable, by process, or by Windows. So I'll come over here and I'll do it by process. And for instance, I know I'm going to need Evernote here, so I'll click on Evernote, and I'll select that, and it's added to the whitelist. So it's really easy to use there. And I'm also able to enable block lists. I can do it by the port or by the domain, so I'll enable that. And I can view all my exceptions in one nice, easy interface. And if there's something I don't need, I'm not trusting Spotify right now, I can remove it. So that's TinyWall for Windows, and I'll now turn the time over to Patty.
Hello everyone, my name is Patty Jones and I will be talking about Icefloor for Mac. Icefloor is an easy to configure firewall program for a Mac. Mac already has 2 firewalls already included, so this version of Icefloor is the first PF firewall frontend for OS X. It has a simple interface with quick start configuration. Icefloor 2 is group-based with control, filtering, bandwidth logs, connections, and custom PF configuration. Icefloor 2 can create groups and assign addresses, services, and parameters to pass or block connections. It sets its own PF configuration files. It can manage inbound and outbound connections. It can hide services using port knocking, list, and block connections. You can create custom rules, option filtering, and button width rules. It is very, very simple to use. On my Finders folder, I go into my applications and I click onto Icefloor. To be able to open Icefloor, I need to put my password, which I think is great because nobody can just go into it and make changes. While in here, I have all the different options up on top. It's just very simple. Within the firewall, I can change if I want to do inbound, outbound, or even block connections. I have also logs. I can show, one of the things that I like is if somebody were to go into it, it shows at what time an Icefloor version was started and at what time it ended. We can do custom rules. We can do interfaces, NAT, inspector, the browser. Because I'm not very familiar with firewall, I love that it has the help that you can click and it helps you configure it. It is very, very simple to use for a Mac, which I love. One of the ones that I had chosen beforehand was Waterroof for Mac, but it was discontinued. Any updates on it was discontinued at the beginning of June, and it referred me to IceFloor. Thank you so much.